When I bought my house, everyone told me I got lucky. 3 bedrooms. Quiet neighborhood. Good price. Too good, actually. But after 6 months of searching, I stopped asking questions. I signed the papers. Moved in. And for almost a year, nothing unusual happened. The house was old. Built sometime in the 1960s. It creaked at night. The pipes made strange noises. Normal stuff. At least that's what I thought. Everything changed on a Thursday night. I went into the basement to grab a toolbox. The basement wasn't finished. Just concrete walls. Old shelves. A water heater. Boxes filled with things the previous owners had left behind. I turned on the light. Walked down the stairs. And stopped. Because something wasn't right. There was a door. A wooden door. At the far end of the basement. I'd never seen it before. I stared at it for several seconds. Confused. I had been in that basement dozens of times. Maybe hundreds. There had never been a door. Ever. I even checked old photos on my phone later. No door. Nothing but concrete wall. But now? There it was. Old wood. Black handle. No frame. Just a door somehow built directly into solid concrete. I walked closer. My first thought was simple. Maybe I'd somehow never noticed it. But the closer I got, the less sense that explanation made. The door looked ancient. Scratches covered the surface. Deep scratches. Like something had tried to get out. I touched the handle. Cold. Much colder than everything else around it. I twisted it. Locked. That should have been the end of it. Weird door. Old house. Whatever. But later that night, I heard knocking. 3 slow knocks. Coming from the basement. I froze in bed. Listened. Silence. Then again. Knock. 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 I grabbed my phone. Checked the time. 3:03 a.m. Of course. Because creepy things always happen around 3 in the morning. I told myself it was pipes. Old wood. House settling. Anything except what I was thinking. The next morning I went downstairs. The door remained there. Exactly where I'd seen it before. And this time, it was unlocked. I know it had been locked the night before. I know it. Yet when I tested the handle, it turned immediately. The door opened about an inch. Then stopped. Darkness waited on the other side. Not basement darkness. Different darkness. The kind that seems almost solid. I felt uncomfortable immediately. A feeling deep in my stomach. Like every instinct I had was screaming at me to leave. So I did. I shut the door. Went to work. Tried forgetting about it. That night, I invited my friend Jason over. I wanted another opinion. Someone to tell me I was losing my mind. We went downstairs together. I turned toward the far wall and nearly dropped my flashlight. The door was gone. Jason looked at me. What door? I showed him photos. The ones I'd taken earlier. His face changed instantly. Because the photos clearly showed it. The door existed. Yet the wall in front of us was completely solid. No outline. No marks. Nothing. Jason left shortly after. Neither of us knew what to say. At exactly 3:03 a.m. that night, the knocking returned. Louder. Closer. Knock. 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 Then a voice. Soft. Barely audible. Open it! I sat upright immediately. Every hair on my body stood up. The voice sounded familiar. Very familiar. Then I realized why. It sounded exactly like me. I didn't sleep again. The following evening I installed a camera in the basement. If something was happening, I wanted proof. The camera recorded all night. At 3:03 a.m. the knocking began. The footage showed it clearly. 3 knocks. Coming from nowhere. Then something impossible happened. A shape slowly appeared against the wall. Like a photograph developing. The outline of a door. Materializing. Frame first. Then handle. Then wood. By 3:04 a.m. the door fully existed. The camera captured everything. I watched the footage at least 20 times. The door wasn't built. Wasn't hidden. It simply appeared. The next night, I stayed downstairs. Armed with a flashlight. A baseball bat. And absolutely no good decisions. 3:03 a.m. arrived. The temperature dropped immediately. My breath became visible. Then came the knocks. Knock. 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 The door appeared again. Slowly emerging from the wall. Exactly like before. I stood frozen. Watching. Then the handle moved. By itself? A click echoed through the basement. The door opened slightly. And something inside whispered, "Finally!" My heart nearly stopped. I backed away. The opening widened. Only darkness beyond. Then a hand appeared. Human. Pale. Thin. Gripping the edge of the doorway. Another hand followed. Then a face. I almost screamed. Because the person climbing through the doorway was me. Same face. Same clothes. Same everything. Except older. Much older. He looked exhausted. Terrified. Like someone who hadn't slept in years. The older version of me stumbled into the basement. Then slammed the door shut. Immediately, the knocking started again. This time from the other side. Louder. Violent. The older me looked directly at me. Then said, "Do not let them open it." Before I could speak, the basement lights exploded. Glass scattered everywhere. Darkness swallowed us. And something behind the door began laughing.